I've been able to drive millions in Amazon sales by unlocking and then extracting all the benefits from Amazon Brand Registry. And I've done this for over 100 brands from startups to retail giants. So when this question came up from Greek Barbie, I decided to jump in with a video. She said, if I have my logo only on my packaging, but not on the product, am I eligible for brand approval? So I'm going to answer that because when I was a beginner, I messed this up 2 times and it cost me years. So I'm just going to show you the new way to get all those killer Amazon Brand Registry benefits in days instead of months. I'm Sean Farrington, and I've made it my mission to help 1,000 people get to their first $100,000 on Amazon by giving away everything you need for free. So real quick, if you're feeling stuck on Amazon, I actually made this for you. It's the only beginner's guide I believe you're ever going to need. It's called the Amazon Success Formula. It's a complete resource with checklists to go through. You can actually just check each of these items from launch to protecting from brand registry, which we're going to talk about today, to your listing, to growth and all of that kind of stuff. And plus I have bonus with links to tools and all of that kind of stuff as well too. I'll put the link to that in the description below. But first, let's talk about logos, because these are actually very important when it comes to unlocking all those brand registry benefits, but not how you may think. When we're talking about logos, what we're actually talking about is protection, but in a very specific way. So you have a logo because it needs to identify your business for you, specifically applying to you, that no one else can come in and steal your intellectual property. But when it comes down to unlocking those benefits for brand registry and Amazon, it's broken down into 3 separate areas: protect, protract, and project. And so I'm going to cover each of those with you really quickly because they're essential to understanding what Greek Barbie was talking about. First part is talking about protection, because ultimately when we're talking about a trademark, we're talking about protecting our intellectual property, and Amazon is interested in the same thing. They want to protect you and your intellectual property on Amazon, and they did that because for a while, big brands like Nike wouldn't participate in Amazon because they didn't have protection for their brand. So people were doing fake knockoffs of Nike and selling them on Amazon in the early 2000s, and Nike was saying, hey, we're not going to play. And Amazon really wanted Nike on there. So they came up with Brand Registry to solve that. And the way they did that was by looking at it from 2 different ways. If a seller has their trademark on the principal register of the United States Patent and Trademark Office, then I'm going to go ahead and grant them Brand Registry on Amazon. This is the way that Amazon said, hey, you got a trademark, it's on the principal register. It's yours, you got brand registry, you can have the benefits like right away. The problem came is when people started to realize this, a whole bunch of sellers began to flood the market looking for a trademark. Hey, I need a trademark to open these great benefits, and there's tons of great benefits, which I'm going to go into over here in the protract portion of it and also the project portion of it. These are the benefits. But right now, they need this. This is the big deal to get there. You have to have a trademark on the principal register. Here's the problem. Not all trademarks end up on the principal register with the United States Patent and Trademark Office. I'm talking in the United States. In order for your trademark to end up on the principal register, it has to be unchallengeable, meaning it's proven it's yours 100%. No one else can challenge it. So Nike obviously is on the principal register, but if you're just coming along with a brand and say, hey, I want to put Sean Co. As a trademark, you might have a hard time. And here's why: because it's just as easy when you're dealing with brand new trademarks to end up on what's called the supplemental register. And you do not want to end up on the supplemental register. That's the worst place you could end up, is on the supplemental register, because if that happens to you, the trademark office is basically saying, hey, we don't know if someone else might have a claim to this trademark, so we're just going to let you sit on the supplemental register for 5 years. And if no one challenges you at the end of 5 years, it's yours. But we want our brand registry benefits today. We don't want to be waiting around for 5 years to have that happen. So the easiest way to do that is with a logo. So I could claim to be Sean Co., and some other person named Sean in Pennsylvania could decide that, hey, I'm Sean Co. as well too. And now you have conflict. You have a discrepancy. You have a contention over whether that's actually mine. Whereas if you create a logo, it's actually very hard to have the exact same logo design as someone else claiming the exact same product in the exact same space, the exact same vertical, all that kind of stuff. So logos are actually super beneficial for brand registry, especially for ending up on this principal registry. Now, When it comes to the question of what Greek Barbie was asking, having a logo, period, is the best way to actually get on the principal registry. And the reason for that is because you can take that logo and use the new Brand Registry Amazon Fast Track, which I'm going to show you here in just a second. Because when you do this right and use this brand new Brand Registry Fast Track, this actually opens up a lot of things for you, and it opens up really fast. Some of the biggest ones that it opens up for you almost immediately are brand stories. These are actually useful for engaging shoppers earlier in the scroll process as they're scrolling down your listing and to be able to cross-sell. Another great one is product collections. These just came out, and these are the ability to put together different product collections and cross-promote and cross-sell and even upsell your products. Absolutely huge. Premium A+ content. I can't tell you how many times this has really done magic, especially for keeping people on listings. That's why this is under the protraction portion of it. Protract means just to keep people a little bit longer dwell time on your Amazon listing. And so when we're talking about this, one of the things is just with an engagement. Premium A+ content now has these hotspots that allow you to allow the shopper to click on them. And when they click on them, these little boxes pop up. And those are absolutely huge for keeping people engaged, and dwell time increases and commitment bias increases on a listing. And that's all about protracting and keeping people on your listing. Another one too that is actually pretty big that you can add with this Premium A+ content is video. So now you can put videos on the above the fold, but these are big, large format videos. They make a huge difference. And just for proof, using this combination of Premium A+ content, jump sales for Cryo Concepts $68,000 in under 28 days, starting from zero. So this is a powerful combination that you absolutely want to make sure that you're taking advantage of. But that's just in the protract way. That's just keeping people on your listing just a little bit longer. That's my lame attempt at a clock. Now, the big one is project. A lot of people don't talk about this. And for that, SBA videos are absolutely huge. Right now, video is big on TikTok and Instagram. On Amazon, it's actually being underutilized. So this is a huge thing that sellers aren't taking advantage of as much, and it allows you to put yourself in front of people that you'd never normally see, but it's all unlocked inside a Brand Registry, and you really need to be able to do that. So what we want to do is be able to get onto Brand Registry as quick as possible. So yes, your logo is absolutely a huge part of that. So what we want to be able to do is take this logo and use it in the new Brand Registry Fast Track, and that is with the IP Accelerator. Amazon's IP Accelerator program. This is essentially a program inside of Amazon where they pre-vetted attorneys, intellectual property attorneys, trademark attorneys, and said, hey, if you submit your logo through our IP Accelerator program to one of these attorneys, we'll give you Brand Registry in days. Oftentimes we've seen them in less than 2 weeks. So you really want to use this new process. Take your logo, submit it to the IP Accelerator, just show it to them and say, hey, I'd like to do this as a word mark. And that way you'll end up on this principal register in the fastest time possible. Now, if you're not sure how to do all this, again, the Amazon Success Formula covers it. It has links to everything for you, including the cheat codes, exactly how to do it. It has the IP Accelerator right here. So if you come over here and check this, you'll have the link for the IP Accelerator, plus the exact steps you need to take. So go ahead and click the link to this. It's in the description and in the pinned comment, and you'll have this resource immediately. You can literally just copy it, open it, and it's yours. No email, no signups. But one mistake I see a lot of Amazon sellers making is thinking that they have no moves if they don't yet have reviews. That's simply not true. So what I've done is I created a whole playlist over here that takes you through getting traffic and making sales even without reviews. Go ahead and click the first video in that playlist, and I'll show you just how easy it all can be.